Hello, and thank you once again for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and start seated. Nice tall spine with a big shoulder roll. Just start by breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll go in both directions here, moving with the breath. Just noticing how the body feels here. We're going to open up the heart. Take your left arm underneath as you bring your arms around you to give yourself a hug, and just gently let the head fall from one side to the other. Take a big breath as you feel this inhalation kind of expand your back. Notice the space it takes up. We'll open up the arms again, and as you exhale this time, your right arm will go underneath as you give yourself a hug, and again, tuck the chin down slightly and begin to gently roll it back and forth. Acknowledging the self and that you are here today on your mat. Let's open up the arms. Heart lifts towards the space in front of you. We'll plant our right arm to the ground and reach up with our left hand, keeping both sit bones grounded. We're going to pivot slightly towards the ground and reach forward as we sweep to the front of us and move ourselves all the way over to the other side, bringing our right arm over, reaching to the left. Heart opens up, gaze comes up, and then back to center. We're going to do this again. Bring hands to the mat, extending them. Bring left hand down, reach right arm up and over. Heart is open here. We'll pivot forward. Heart is now towards the earth. Reaching forward as you walk yourself towards the front and to the opposite side. Right hand is to the mat. And then lifting the left arm up and over. Heart is now open. And back to center. Take a moment, take a breath. We're going to pivot towards the front of our mat if not already. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Warming up the hips. Sending the top body over the feet. Inhale to a tall spine. Bring the feet to plant in front of you. And then take your elbow to left knee, keeping your knees together. And pivot your shoulders right for a gentle twist. Come back to center and to the left. Right elbow will come to left knee. And just take the shoulders to pivot left. Come back to center. Extending the right leg long, bend the left knee and bring the left foot to the inner thigh. Extending over that right leg, bringing the belly to the thigh, heart to the shin. Relax the shoulders here. We'll come back up, tall spine. We're going to take the left foot over the right leg. It can plant or kind of hang out. It's all right. Left elbow will come to left knee, and again, we're going to twist left. Elongating the spine, so sit nice and tall. Come back to center and take the left heel right up over the right knee. So not directly on top of the knee. That will probably cause pain. We want it just above, so resting on our thigh. And then gently lean over your legs to the center. Coming to switch sides, take the left leg, extend it long, and we will fold our heart over the extended leg. Breathing here. And just feeling this opening, this release. We'll slowly come back up to a tall spine. Take the right foot and bring it up over the left leg, planting the foot to ground if you can. And the elbow will come to the right knee, twisting right. Let's come back to center. Take your heel atop your left lower part of your thigh for half lotus. And start to fold yourself forward. So your belly button's drawing towards that center circle, that space that you've created now with your legs. And just breathe. By no means do you need to be folded in half. And we'll slowly come back up, crossing the legs and adjusting yourself into child's pose. Bring the hips to heels. Lower the heart to the earth, forehead rests to the mat. Spread the fingertips wide and just breathe. Feel the belly expand. Feel the hips sinking down towards the heels with each exhale. We'll come up, pressing palms into the mat. We're going to send our right leg towards the space behind you and then plant your foot to the outside of your right hand. So it might take a couple steps to get there, that's okay. So this is a really wide hip opener called our lizard pose. So the palms will stay to the mat. You also too, if it's in your range, can take your elbows to the mat, bending at the elbow. And just letting your knee, your right knee, open to the right side of you. Your hips are sinking down to the earth. Feeling this deep hip opener. I'm going to walk our right foot in between our palms now to the center of the mat. Dropping the hips just a little bit further as you lift the back foot up off of the mat. You certainly don't have to do this, but you can. Maybe you stay with your foot planted to the mat, that's okay too. Wherever you are, hold. You might feel a bit more of an extension within the quad if you do so. And then we'll come forward and extend just the right leg. Your hips are nice and high here. So your belly's coming to the thigh. If you've done the rest of the series, this will be familiar pose to you. Coming back into table pose and right onto the left side, so extending that left leg, and then take your left foot to the outside of your left palm or hand. Let your hips sink down towards the mat as much as they are comfortable. Let your left knee kind of fall to the left side of you. Your palms are planted in front of you for stability. I recommend whatever you did on that other side, you do on this side. And sometimes though, we can go further on one side than the other. And when we find those differences, we just accept them, give ourselves grace, and work consistently to even things out. We'll bring that left foot back to center. Maybe you lift the back foot up off of the mat. You certainly can stay right where you are, but your belly is hugging into the thigh, trying to connect these two pieces of the body together, make them become one if you can. We will release, dropping the back foot to mat. Send your hips back, keeping them high, and extending the left leg. Belly and heart are falling towards the extended leg, and we're just breathing here. come up if you need to. We don't want to overdo it. Just bring your left leg back to meet the other, and then sway your hips side to side. Just stretch things out. Send them back to heels, lengthen the body, come forward, do a spinal roll. Drop the hips towards the earth and slowly lower yourself down into cobra, and then all the way down to the mat. Lift the heels up towards the sky, bending the knees, and then sway them side to side. To some folks, it might feel really good to do a circle instead of a sway, so find what works best for you. Bring the forearms to plant to the mat. Lift the heart, lift the crown of the head. We're going to lift just the right leg up off the mat, just your thigh, your knee, activating the glute. We'll lower it down and then we'll do the left, reaching the toes to the sky or the heel, wherever your leg goes. Sometimes it makes our toes do funny things, and that's okay. We'll lower both legs to the ground, sway the head side to side, bring the heels back up towards the sky, windshield wipe them one more time, and then now we're going to do both legs. So try to lift both of the knees up off of the floor. Squeezing the glutes, activating the lower back, the lower body, and then lower down. We're going to bring our palms to mat, press ourselves up and through to child's pose, sinking those hips down into the heels. Taking a big deep breath. Filling the belly with air, feeling it deflate. Feeling the back skin expand through your inhales. And noticing the fall of your hips with each breath. Acknowledging your practice today, taking a moment, giving yourself some credit. We will come up to sit on top of our heels. Meeting now into a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, taking a big deep breath and feeling proud of yourself for completing this 5-day series. Whether you're new, whether you simply wanted a more gentle practice, more basic practice, I appreciate you for being here and taking time to love yourself. Let's bring hands to heart center. Feeling the tips of the fingers and the energy. Together, we'll circle sweep our arms up towards the sky. Hands come to heart center. Giving yourself a bow, thanking yourself for being here and showing up on your mat today. Namaste, my friends. Until next time.